How's it going, guys? This is Raider Knight, and today we're going to be talking about the top 10 things that are ruining Rucoy as a whole. This could include basically like in-game bugs or just features that really just don't make a lot of sense, and I'll be starting it right now. In the number 10 spot, we have pointless purchases. This can include things like increasing the size of your friend list by 15 slots for 300 diamonds. Yes, this is a feature they added in the newest update, but it really makes no sense. Same with the vault space. Like, not that many people use the vault to begin with, like, who need that much space. And the second thing is, why do we have to spend diamonds to increase a friends list when all that does is add like more friends to it? Like, just give us the option for that. It's really expensive, and it's kind of pointless because I just don't see a lot of people buying it in the first place, and it's kind of like, I don't know, it seems kind of greedy-ish to add that. I don't know. But yep, that's number 10. In the number 9 spot, I have hard to organize inventory. This is because, look at my inventory as a whole. I have thousands upon thousands of arrows, and they just cram the inventory, and it's hard to just move items around. Like, it'd be cool if we could just, like, organize our inventory. Actually, you know what they should do? They should add a quiver. Just something to, like, hold a lot of arrows. Like, maybe like, the starter quiver could hold, I don't know, 3,000 arrows or something dumb like that. Because you really don't need that many arrows early on in the game. But once you get, like, a lizard quiver, you can hold 10,000 to 12,000 arrows. And an ice one can hold, like, 20,000 arrows or something. I think this would be a really cool thing, and it would really clean up inventories a lot better and make, like, all that wasted space for arrows. And maybe potions should have their own, like, slot. Probably not. Potions should probably end up just staying in the inventory. But it'd be cool if arrows had, like, a quiver or something cool. Now, in the number 8 spot, we have boring non-named items. This is very easy to tell. Like, dragon helmet, ice helmet. It's just a lot of boring names that really are just named after the monsters in the zone, or named after just a boring item like leather helmet or something like that. It's just a lot of boring stuff. I think they should scrap some of these ideas and get like cooler names, like for items you can find in the zones, like special items. I don't know how to explain it, but that's just one thing that's somewhat ruining the effect of Rucoy, because every new update with new armor types and gear type is kind of lame, because you already know the names of the items just off of like what the zone is called. Like, let's say the next zone is like a water zone, they could add the water helmet, something stupid like that. And it's kind of lame, but it's not that big of a problem, to be honest. Number 7 is overused armor graphics. This is a problem because, like, every time you're playing the game, you have all these graphics that you get for the armor, but they always look the same every time you work. Like, you work for like 50 years to get better armor, but it looks the same, like, graphic wise. It'd be cool if some of them just had like cooler things about them. I know some of them change up here and there, but it'd be cool like if the gloves would change a little bit more, and like the hoods and the robes and all that type of stuff would change up, because a lot of that really has no change for the whole time. Number 6 is simple things that are overcomplicated. This could be like the team zones. It really should just have like 2 to 3 people needed. You need 4 for the lizard 3, which is lizard 4, which is just crazy. I think 2 people even would be enough. But the problem with these overcomplicated things is you can get your whole team in there, but then you could just farm for a long time or whatever. But it's just kind of annoying, because you have to like watch your team here and there. And just a lot of other things that really just slow you down. You could be in this room for 15 minutes waiting for people to like flick all the levers, which can be very annoying. But it'd almost be better just to have a staircase, to be honest. There's really no reason to have a zone that's like you need a lot of people to go to it. It's kind of lame. But it's not a super big problem. On to number 5. Number 5 is not much to do aside PvP. This can be a problem for a lot of people, because all there really is to do in Rucoy Online is PvPing and farming and skill training. There's really not too much aside from that. I guess you could go for a loot grinding, like trying to farm a lot of loot up, but that's basically just farming. So I guess you can merch items, but there's really not too much variety of things to do aside PvP as the main core function of why you're skill training in the first place. You could just be doing it as like a competition though between your friends. But then again, it's mostly just for PvP purposes. It'd be cool to have more things introduced into the game, like just more fun little things here and there, or just random skills that really aren't super important to the main function of the game, but just kind of add like a lot more depth into the game, kind of like just Elder Scrolls or Fallout or something like that, along those lines. Number 4 is a spammy chat. I know all these comments in the chat are my chat, but I went to, this was like kind of late when I took this, but I was going to NA1 and there was a lot of spam, but there really wasn't like the most spam I've ever seen. It was kind of quiet, to be honest. But number 4 is definitely a spammy server chat. There really should be some kind of way to just like limit off the spam for some people. Like most everything in chat nowadays feels like it's like somebody trying to buy something or sell something, or somebody just spamming random junk that nobody really cares about. They should almost have a shop chat, maybe just a lot of things to like divert a lot of this crap, and make the server chat more like non-toxic, I guess. And now we're at number 3. This is the largely offline or AFK player base. Yes, they're all just skill training, but then again, majority of the players online, you could have like 100 players online during like the night or something dumb like that, and then you realize about 90% of them are just AFK. It can be kind of annoying to really just know there's not that many people online, and most of them are either AFK or they're shop bots in town, or they're just like using that diamond thing in town. It'd be cool if a lot of these people either just showed up as not even in the game. Mostly I'm talking about like the shops that you pay with diamonds, but I don't know. Or they show up as like AFK, I guess I would say. I don't know how to pronounce that or say that, you know. Number 2, we have low AF boss drop chance. Like, this one is probably the worst out of the whole list. Like, I agree with this 100%. Why are the drop rates so low? Like, you could farm, I think I farmed maybe 10 bosses in a row once, no drops. It can be really kind of devastating almost. Like, yeah, the lower level bosses with the mana rings and like the HP rings, they can drop fairly often, but usually you never see any drops, which is very annoying. And finally, at the number 1 spot, we have non-buyable items, and now this really destroys the in-game gold economy. I agree with this 100% as well. Majority of the items in-game are unpurchasable from the gear merchant, aka like drow armor, lizard armor, ice armor, dragon armor, even boss loot, I think, should be in the gear merchant. To an extent, some of it should probably be left out. A lot of the higher level stuff that should be just considered rare. But I really think if a lot of the things were just purchasable from the gear merchant, this would really fix a lot of the problems in the in-game economy. Mostly because lots of lower level players, or just stupid players from North America 1, selling trash non-stop, they'll overprice their stuff at like 500 million gold, like studded boots, trying to sell them for Swift boots. This is a problem, but there's a lot more problems like within this. Some like lizard items can vary from like a 200,000 gold item, aka like a lizard belt for 200,000 gold, which is probably fair. Not really fair in my opinion, but fair to lower levels to an extent. But then you got some of them going for 700,000 gold, which is just fucking insane. And this could be, I think if things were sold from the gear merchant, this would fix a lot of those problems, because then you actually have something to base off how much to sell your item from, which really fix a lot of the problems in the spam, because some people spam their items that are overpriced in chat, and that's a lot of the problem with spam as well. It really just kind of bases down to like lower levels overpricing their gear, and it can be kind of annoying at times. But that's the top 10 things. If you had a different thing in your top 10, tell tell me in the comments, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.